Yo, what is up, guys? It is currently 9:44 p.m. on Sunday, July 19th. And what we're doing right now, I'm just kind of building out all my systems, kind of getting everything ready for the new week, for the business. And I kind of just wanted to make this video, just kind of talk about a couple of things of how I'm actually running this business, like what I'm actually focusing on, and how you can most likely do it as well. And this is going to be like basically like a step-by-step guide to go from making $0 a month with your agency to making ten to $15,000 a month with your agency. Because I started this agency maybe like 3 months ago, and just had well, technically my third $10,000 a month, but yeah, so I'm just gonna go over the things that are kind of important to me when it comes to making these type of businesses, and what's something that you can actually implement in your own business. So one of the biggest things is just financing, bookkeeping. Since you're a really small agency, you most likely have an LLC. I don't think you can get an S corp around 6 figures, but maybe I'm wrong around this time. So you have an LLC. You just always have to treat this as a business, obviously, right? But some people don't understand that, and they start taking profits out too early. I don't take that much profit out of the business. Maybe take like $1,000 a month. So I still have $9,000. I have like $500 in operating costs. So basically, the rest is profit, but majority of that goes to like the business savings, gets set aside for taxes, investments into the business, and also just overall investments into my skills. So that sort of thing is like I took out that 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Usually around like 2,000, that just pays my rent. I just like it just like easily pays my rent for the month. So that's something to always keep in mind, is like always bookkeep. Just because you make a business does not mean you're going to just automatically be rich and make a lot of money. It means you do still have to manage your money like you were in a corporate standpoint, of course. Like just because you have that money, like that $10,000 does not mean you can just go blow it. But yeah, I just wanted to make that very known. Another thing, one thing that actually made this agency very well, I guess it would be two things. Two things that made this agency actually successful within this first couple of months of operating was just starting, not really having like a detailed plan. So like whenever I thought about this business, it was kind of something that I've done before. I ran a marketing agency, exited around like 2024, 2025, and stopped doing business for a while. But now I'm really wanting to get back into it, getting back into like social media and everything like that as well. So with that being said, I didn't really have like a clear plan for this business, or like a clear offer for this business. I just knew that I wanted to create content for founders to actually help them build inbound leads for their business. And honestly, the first thing that I did was go on ChatGPT. I built up a pitch and an offer, kind of, and I just started pitching people. Like I just started texting people on LinkedIn for my LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and I've gotten demos scheduled for that. So I've gotten around, my first month, it was around like 5 demos scheduled in the first week. So with that being said, you just have to start and kind of figure things out on the way, because that's what keeps people from being procrastinators. Like let's say that I wanted to create this business, but I just went ahead and just kept like trying to make the perfect offer, trying to build the perfect pitch, try to do the perfect everything, when all that matters is that you just press the record button. All that matters is that you send that LinkedIn outreach message. All that matters is that you create that YouTube content to start building some type of momentum, which is really what business is all about. Just building some type of momentum and riding that momentum all the way to the top and keeping up that momentum. And another thing that I really wanted to add with that when it comes to actually outreaching, understanding your ICP. Like one thing that I did figure out before I actually started outreaching was figuring out who I wanted to target to. Like founders, that's very broad, but let's say staffing and recruiting founders, or software development founders. Like that's one of the biggest things that I figured out first, which was like who I was targeting. And I just started targeting those people like directly after on LinkedIn. And then that's how I kind of built up my outbound sales, I guess you'd say, process. Another thing is leveraging AI. Like, of course, it was like 4 years ago when I actually made the business, and of course, when I actually exited, it was like AI was still a big thing. But now in 2026, AI is one of the biggest things that you can do, like the upcoming of Claude, the ChatGPTs, the Gemini. So like those are still really good platforms that you can use. But leveraging AI in the best way it knows, right? So don't use AI for everything in your business, but use it for the things that are like very tedious. Something like you want to create a YouTube video, which you should do instead of just putting it into AI saying like, I want to create a YouTube video on this. You should have all your points ready before even coming into that AI. It's like, hey, I want to create a video on actually how to get inbound leads from LinkedIn and YouTube. So this is kind of what I built up on that topic. Now kind of helped me orient this into a video. Like, so you have a clear input, which is LinkedIn sales nav inbounds or YouTube inbounds, and then giving it an output of what you want. It's kind of how you can leverage AI into it. Investing into yourself, investing into your skills, investing into things that actually make you more money. Right? So necessarily, if you were to go buy an AirPod Maxes, that necessarily wouldn't directly benefit your business. But one thing that would be recommended is like maybe buying a course, like an AI course, for $2,000. That gets written off on your taxes. That's a tax write-off. But also, it's another thing of like you're innovating every single day to where that's what business is all about. It's like, getting 1% better every single day, investing your money into the stock market so that makes more money. So you can put that back into the business, or investing into a course, investing into this, investing into that. Just learning how to invest consistently is what's going to make you from, or that's going to turn you from someone who's making 10K a month to 15, 20, 50K a month. Okay. And one thing that I had to learn very quickly was like focusing on too many things at once, right? It's like, oh, I'm going to strategize your LinkedIn. I'm going to write your scripts and edit your videos and do all these extra things. Like you're selling too much. Like you're focusing on too many things. Your main outcome should be, I help founders do X, Y, and Z, or I help content creators bring in more leads or something like that. Like you need to focus on one outcome.
Sorry, the AirPods just died. It does not matter where or how that outcome is actually built. All that matters is that you are actively pushing towards that one outcome and focusing on one thing. Like if you run ads for businesses, it shouldn't be like, oh, we optimize your creatives, we do this, we do this. It's like, no, I help you get more appointments booked. That's what your pitch should be. That's exactly what you should be focusing on. Another thing is like overall networking, right? Just learning how to network. Like one thing that I learned earlier on in my journey and still kind of learning in my journey, since I'm not really like someone who is known in this space, is that networking is going to be one of the biggest things that you need to do. And with that, 90% of the time, you can't just go on someone's Instagram and be like, hey, like, you're cool, let's talk, right? Especially someone you want to be like. It's going to be more of a conversation of you put your head down, you grind, and then once you have your audience or once you have your clout, whatever you want to call it, your network, then that's when people will start reaching out to you. So kind of becoming the people that you want to be a part of and just like putting your head down, grinding for a while. That's what I had to learn, was just like, I can't just be friends with everyone. I need to just like focus on like maybe one or two people that I'm in business with and then just build those relationships. But then while I'm building those relationships, those type of people that I want to be friends with, want to be acquainted with, will just come with time. Another thing is like understanding your operations, understanding how you're going to market, understanding how you're going to sell, and understanding your acquisition is going to be one of the biggest things. And that's something that most people don't talk about. Some people's operations might look a little different than others. Like their admin work might be, someone's admin work that might be running a content agency or a growth agency might be, looking at the client's accounts, looking at their analytics, looking at their views on their videos. Another agency might be, looking at their creatives or testing more creatives. Your operations are never going to be the same. Each business, of course, there's certain things that always need to be there, but there's other things that are very specific to that business model that you're going to have to figure out and understand what you're going to be doing. So I have my day built up between those three. So I have my operational tasks, I have my marketing / sales tasks to actually bring in more people, and then I have my acquisition, right? So technically, I don't really do a lot of the acquisition anymore. I have people that are on the team that actually does that for me. So I mostly focus on getting us more business owners in to grow the MRR of the business, and then I also have the operations that kind of where I'm talking to the clients, or maybe when I'm just checking in on the analytics of their content, to where I have certain tasks I'm going to work on, and I understand what I need to be doing. And it's not like a thing of you hop on, you open your computer, like, okay, so what the hell am I going to be doing today? It's never going to be that sort of situation for me. And I feel like figuring that out for yourself is going to be the main differentiator between $5K a month and $15,000 to $20,000 a month. And then also, just like whenever you start out, you should not be spending over $500 for a tech stack that you don't know how to use. These are like the couple stacks or a couple things that I used whenever I started. The only thing that I was using at the time was Google Workspace, Zoom, Calendly. But now, since I've had a little bit of time in the game, now I've updated my tech stack just a little bit, just like one or two extra things. But like understanding what you need to actually start and manage the business is going to be one of the biggest differentiators between being stuck at 1 to 2 clients and then on a low ticket, but having 8 to 10 clients on a higher ticket. That's going to be the biggest differentiator. Just understanding your tech stack, understanding your offer, and understanding all these things is going to be one of the main things. So with that being said, I know this is a pretty random video, pretty long video, but I'm going to be creating a lot more videos like this, and this is something that you resonate with, or if you're even a founder who is looking to get potential help with their business, you know, creating more inbound leads for their business, getting more outreach, maybe even creating a second income for your business that you can actually scale. I'm going to put my Calendly link below. Just go ahead and book a time whenever it works for you, and then let's work.